Let's talk about the transfers, man. Like I know we still have a couple of months or a few months before we get to where players are leaving and coming and buying new players and all that stuff. But there's a lot of rumors that have been happening the last few weeks. Um, the one of them Haaland. The other ones would be Mazraoui and other players. What do you think? What do you think about those? What player you think realistically we can get?
So, German news outlets already wrote about Haaland probably going to Manchester City. Interesting enough, Porter said something about along those lines that he's not going to put the club in jeopardy because of a deal, or something of the magnitude that is Haaland. So I think it's realistic to say that he's probably not coming to Barcelona. So
Would you want him to
that,
be in Barcelona? Would it something a player that
of course,
you think
because
he'll fit?
I think we can use someone who's like a guaranteed goal scorer, someone who's really critical front, someone who finishes the job. He's not the most elegant one to do it, so it's not like someone like Lionel Messi or even Luis Suarez, who's got some aesthetically pleasing shots, and
Yeah,
you know he's more of a rough guy, but he finishes the job. He's very fast. He's got some pace, and I think we would benefit from someone like him. Um, and whatever the case may be. So that's that. But there is another rumor about Salah, maybe.
Salah. Yeah,
That's it's it's a fantastic fantastic rumor for Barcelona because he fits the Barca play. You know,
and he'll will have the whole Egyptian nation out supporting us. We'll win every voting competitions online because we'll have pretty much all the Arabs voting for us for Barcelona. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, they actually interviewed him. NBC interviewed him. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. So I was saying, the NBC interviewed Salah today, I think, or yesterday, and they asked him about the rumors, and he said that basically he's flattered and happy that Barca likes him and all that stuff, but he's very happy in Liverpool, which is like the politician answers that all the players give when they ask him about transfers and all that stuff. But you're right. It would be a dream to have him there on the right and have Ansu Fati in the left and fucking Haaland and number 9. Imagine that shit. Imagine that trio up front.
so it would be absolutely amazing. But what are we going to do with Adama Traore if
He'll be a
Mo
sub.
Salah comes in?
He'll be a super sub. I'm okay with him being a super sub.
You think he would be satisfied being
I
number
I,
two?
th- I think so. Because even though I mean it's number 2, but you'll be playing a lot of the games. We have so many competitions, and with Javi's style of playing, style of how he rotates, everybody's guaranteed minutes, so nobody's gonna be just sit in the bench and not play. So I think bringing him, if he comes in, keeping Adama is still good because I think they're different profiles. So depending on the game, we can still field the player that we need for that game. So having Salah would be a dream, man.
I absolutely agree. And let's get to the rumors of the rumors, the mother of all rumors.
Messi.
Back of Messi.
Oh man, that's a
According
hard one,
to
man.
Gerard Romero, who's rather reliable when it comes to stuff like this. Um, not always, but most of the time, he's reliable, and he claimed that Jorge Messi, the father of Lionel Messi, called Barcelona many times and basically asked what are the chances of coming back to Barcelona. Do you think there's some truth to it?
Uh, I think. I mean, I think of course he wants to come back. Not that's because he didn't want to leave to begin with, right? He didn't want to. He wanted to stay. He didn't want to leave to begin with. So him coming back is not something that should be a shock to anybody because we didn't want him to leave. He didn't want to leave. It just the circumstances didn't really work out the way we both wanted. So him coming back to play for Barca is not to. I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. The only reason why I would be shocked is if PSG lets him go. They're not very good at letting players go that want to leave. Unless they Khalifi leaves and they have a whole different a whole different dynamic there and a whole different team and a whole different administration, then yeah, I can see them saying you want to leave, go ahead, especially with your wages, it's better off the books anyway, and just let him leave. If that's the case, then yeah, I mean, as long as we can afford him and it's not something that he's gonna want, 30 million a year or whatever, it'd be more of a retirement, like a 1 year or 2 year retirement years where he just comes in as a sub or something. Other than that, I don't think it'll be a good idea to bring him back just because if we established, if we already have an established team and the way we play now, everybody's pressing, nobody's just walking on the pitch, and having his profile now that he plays different than he was back when he was young. Of course, I don't think it would be a great idea to bring him back to play as a starting 11 player. If he comes in as a sub, I think he'll be imagine that imagine the goat coming out as a sub when you need him. But at the same time, I don't think we should break the bank to bring him. I don't think we should uh, bring him just because he wants to come back and then force him to play where he'll be. Well, I don't want to tarnish his legacy when he comes back, where everybody's pressing and he's not, and you know what I mean. So it's gonna leave a sour taste unless he comes in as a sub later on when we need them. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it yet. How about you?
Uh, the same. And I think honestly, if my 2 cents, I think Laporta wouldn't let it happen, especially if it's not like a free deal.
Right.
If he has pay any penny, I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe down the line when his contract runs out, so maybe he will come for one season or something like that along those lines and be substituted. And I think he deserves to have proper goodbye and farewell from
Yeah.
Barcelona. I think he deserves that because what he's done for Barcelona as a club is absolutely insane. It's unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Never
he's a
happened
legend.
before.
He's like, and if he doesn't come back as a player, like for the next 2 years, maybe come back and do like a few games where he plays against the team against other teams or whatever. It's something where we give him the proper goodbye and the proper celebration that he deserves. If he doesn't come this summer, but that's something that I really hope that if it's done right, and it's not gonna jeopardize how the club is heading, where the club is heading. But
I think
yeah,
with the vision that Xavi has, even though he's good friends with Messi, I think he knows what his vision for his team is, and I don't think that Messi is the puzzle is going to fit right into what he's trying to build up. So basically, even if there is some truth to it, I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen like you said. He's going to be a substitution, or maybe he's not coming this summer, but next summer, and he's going to play a minuscule role within the team because, and I
like
think
Alves
he
does
would be,
now. Kind
and
of
I
like
think,
go ahead.
he would be he would be okay with it because um he knows his body the best, so he knows what he can and cannot do. So basically, I think he's going to be fine, even though but Ansu will have to give him his number 10 shirt back.
I don't think Ansel will have
There's
a
no,
problem giving it back.
yep.
Yeah. So that's that. I just saw Jared Romero. I think is the same person. Tweeted earlier that uh, Tottenham is talking to Barca about buying Memphis Depay in the summer. What do you think? That's the thing. Like, what do you think we should do? I mean, he's not like he's a good player. Like, especially in the beginning of the season, he carried us through a lot of the games where we had nobody up front. Everybody was injured. He was the only one up there, and kids that were playing with him. So he he uh he tried his best to get us to play, or at least to win a lot of the games. He got injured. Now he's back. He's trying to get his fitness back. Granted, he's not setting the world on fire when he plays, but he's still slowly recovering his good form. Especially when he comes in as a sub, like the games when he plays 15 minutes in the end. He's a nonstop threat to the opposition. What do you think we should do with him? Because he only has 2 years. So if we don't sell him in the summer, then he'll go for free the year after that. I think we have an option to renew his for another year. But what do you think? What do you think should
Well,
happen
first of all, it depends on him. So that's that. If
if he
he
wants to
wants
leave?
to
Or
stay, and yeah, if he wants to stay, he's got to renew at least for a year, another year, because we cannot afford to
we do
lose
have
players.
we have the option to renew his for a third year.
Yeah. Okay. So if he wants to leave, so then we shouldn't stop him from leaving. But I like the breadth that our squad has right now, and the possibility to take off Aubameyang and bring on Memphis. This is amazing. And even if he doesn't work, then we can have someone completely with a complete different style of play with Luke. And I think the options. This is the key to success. That's why I don't want him to leave, to be honest, because I
I
think
don't either.
he brings a lot to the squad,
Different
and
profile than Dembele and Adama and Ansu. Um, and also he's the only rapper we have that's in the squad. So please don't go. He's the hip hop. You know, he's the hip hop dude that we have in the squad. You see that video with him and Alves dancing, dressed like a hip hop artist, and that was
right,
populated. It's pretty
crazy
funny.
good.
Yeah, did you listen to any of his songs?
Yeah, actually, when he was in France, I followed a little bit of his endeavors. So I pictured him to come to Barcelona, to be honest, because he's not he wasn't on the radar of a lot of people
Yeah,
then, but the, he's a really talented player,
he
and
is. He is.
hopefully he stays, um, because if he doesn't, then we have a new problem.
Yeah,
We need to find another one. So, but this is all good and well. We're talking about a lot of people up front, but what about the defensive line?
Uh,
Zabawi,
yeah, I think we have. There is rumors that have been going on for weeks now that
Christensen.
Christensen is pretty much done. Done deal. So that I think that's a good one, right? He's young. He's granted he has some minor injuries at some point. But he's every time he plays, he's solid. Like he's not. From what I heard or from what I've seen from Chelsea fans and stuff, he's not the greatest center back, but he's solid when he plays. And has a good distribution. Like his distribution is very good. So we need
Yeah.
those kind of players in our squad, especially for our center backs, because especially 'cause we pass from the back going forward. We don't do a lot of long passes. So having somebody who knows how to do quick passes with the midfield is going to be welcome every time we try to buy a center back. So I think it's a good deal if it goes through.
We need to offload someone. Whether it's
Umtiti,
MTT.
Umtiti's got to go, man. Why would we keep him? He doesn't play. He doesn't play. When he plays, he's not. His
What is
knees is
what is
messed up.
his situation with his contract?
They renewed his contract and stretched it out, so that way he does. Basically, I think it was supposed to be done next year, but they extended it for the 2 years. I don't know exactly details, so if you don't quote me on this, but the idea I think is to reduce how much he gets paid, his salary, so they stretched
Okay.
out his salary over a longer period of time. That way, I'm assuming the idea behind this is to be able to sell him in the summer and not worry about his wages being too high when somebody's trying to buy him. I think that was the idea behind that.
Okay. Yeah, well, but the thing is they definitely need to offload someone. So either it's MTT, Longley, or even Araujo. He
Well,
needs
yeah,
to renew his contract as well because we cannot afford to lose Araujo, to be
no,
honest.
yeah, Grajo and Gavi, man, and they
Yeah.
say it's going slowly, but especially now, I don't think it's a good idea to try to push for anything now, if it's not already agreed on, especially because we have tough games. Maybe wait until April or something, or when things settle, then you can resume talks. Because I heard there was some setbacks, not setbacks, but conversation as far as wages. Of course, as any player would, you're trying to sign a contract, you'll want to make sure that you're secured financially. So it's a negotiation back and forth.
Mhm.
But they both say they want to stay, so it's not a matter of them wanting to leave. It's just a matter of agreeing on how much they'll get paid. And I hope the club pays them fairly because they're young and they're amazing, and I think they're part of the club. They grew up in Barca, so give them the respect that they deserve and pay them well.
They are the future,
Yeah, and
without a doubt.
Mazraoui, man, Mazraoui. As Sergio Roberto, I think his contract expires in the summer, and there are a lot of rumors that Barca's not gonna uh, renew his contract. So I think his contract is done and he's gonna be gone in the summer. I totally even forgot about him until I saw the news about it. I haven't seen him in a long time. I forgot about him. So Mazraoui will be a great right back, especially because Alves is assuming next year is going to be his last year. If they renew him this summer, is going to be because I think he wants to go to the World Cup, so he's going to want to play up until then. So bringing Mazraoui in, it will be a great asset to us too.
Yeah, and we got, of course. I mean, even if Dani Alves wants to stay another year, he's
Yeah,
more than welcome to do it because he came in a very hard time, wanting to help, and gotta be thankful, and the club gotta be thankful. So if
yeah,
he wants to stay another year, they should do it.
yeah. I agree.
And even if he's just chilling, deserves it. He deserves
just
it.
dances and Alves is crazy. He just
Yeah, because he's bringing chemistry and good vibes.
yeah,
Honestly, this is something that was missing. Now you watch them train on the main channel, and you see a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs with Aubameyang and Dani Alves. It's good vibes.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, and it's just it feels different. it feels like it's heading in the right direction, which is pretty awesome for us to watch.